Next, we are hugely grateful to our presenting sponsor this year, Civitech. Civitech has been a critical part of the Field Team 6 journey since we did our pandemic pivot in 2020 from 100% in-person registration to 100% digital. We bought our first tranche of data from them. We're now partnering with them on multiple fronts, including using their text banking platform TextOut this year, with lots more to come, including the announcement from Jason this morning that we are raising money to email 77,000 new people in North Carolina with data from Civitech. So thank you to Lauren, Jeremy, and the whole team over there. Please welcome to the main stage Civitech's Senior Director of Sales, Jamie McGonnigal.
Hey there. It's so good to be here among so many awesome change makers. I'm thrilled. I look through all the pictures of people that are here and I see a lot of familiar faces. I recognize some of you because I used to run Roots Camp for the New Organizing Institute for several years, way back when. And now I am here at Civitech, and again, thrilled to be here with you all. So just a little bit about me. I am fairly new at Civitech. I've been here about 4 months. And I am a gay dad. I live in Maryland, Hyattsville, right outside DC. I have the maybe the cutest kid who's ever been. He's the best. He is 6 years old. He is in kindergarten, about 3 blocks from my house, so I always keep tabs. But I am thrilled to be a gay dad, and it's a scary time to be living in this country as a gay dad. And I don't know, when the next person is going to try to divorce me from my family. So I live in there's always that little level of fear that's kind of always there, which is why I'm here and doing what I'm doing, and why I love being in this movement that I've been in since I was 5 years old. And my mother had me campaigning for Gary Stubbs, the first open to gay congressman in Massachusetts, because who's going to hang up on a 5-year-old when they call you to talk about a congressperson? Anyway, so yeah, I'm Jamie McGonnigal. I'm the Senior Director of Sales here at Civitech, one of today's event sponsors. We're here because we share the same central goal of building a fairer, more equitable, and more reflective democracy. You all here know better than most that in order to see our core values reflected in our elected representatives and the policies they advance, we need to register and turn out more voters. We need to reach people where they are and build authentic two-way relationships. And that's why we're really proud to work with Field Team 6. We've been partners with Field Team 6 since 2000 and appreciate all their work and all they do to reach voters digitally and in person. Field Team 6 is really a model of how to innovate and use resources efficiently to reach every potential eligible voter all across the country. The democratic ecosystem is better off for having you all doing this hard work to engage people, and thank you for the opportunity to be here today. Overwhelmingly, what you know is our democracy is under attack. An accessible, equitable, and fair democracy requires participation at all levels. MAGA Republicans want to win by driving down turnout and only having their hand-picked voters participate. In the wake of 2020, as you know, Republicans systematically created more significant obstacles for Black, Indigenous, other people of color, as well as the LGBTQ community, poor people, young people, to cast their vote, run for office, and eventually win campaigns. Republicans are systematically excluding marginalized communities with a complex network of voter ID laws that no one understands, constantly changing voter registration requirements, and a lack of funding in the democratic ecosystem this year are just some of the barriers that historically excluded communities face in voting and running for office. They know that when they shut out voters, they retain power, and that when more people vote, they lose power. If we do not register and turn out more voters, it will only get more difficult to overcome this electoral advantage that Republicans are creating for themselves in 2024 and beyond. There's a historical underinvestment in voter registration right now, and it's shown in these numbers. Nearly 3.8 million fewer 18 to 29-year-olds have registered in 2021 through 2024 as compared to the same time period in 2017 to 2020. Again, 3.8 million fewer. If we project our current trends, we'll be short by 7 million young voters. Meanwhile, Republicans have been making a sustained investment in identifying and registering their voters, convincing voters to switch to their party identification, and outpacing Democrats in net voter registrations in several battleground states, and it's terrifying. The issue isn't that the electorate doesn't exist for us to win tough races. It's that we are not registering them. Again, that's why this important work being done by Field Team 6 needs to be funded. It needs to be supported. Running for office is super expensive. Cost is the single largest barrier for any campaign to accessing 21st century campaign data and technology. They're small campaigns typically that don't have the resources to afford the tools to begin with, and larger campaigns tend to burn the vast majority of their budgets on huge TV advertising with diminishing returns. It keeps them from investing more meaningfully in voter registration and GOTV efforts. We can't keep relying on the same tactics and expecting different results. We need tools that are affordable for campaigns with smaller budgets, and those and those that need our help, we need to come to. Our ecosystem needs technology that's affordable, accessible. It's not about profits; it's about saving our democracy. More than 70% of candidates for elected office run unopposed. Every 4 years, 500,000 races for elected office are on the ballot. 70% of those races are not opposed. That means there's only one candidate on the ballot for a specific office. That's bad for democracy, no matter what your political party is. Our elected leaders don't look like the communities they represent because people can't vote or run for office. That undermines our democracy. If elected officials look like and reflect the communities they represent, they're more likely to meet the needs of their constituents because they have a shared experience and they have shared interests. Historically marginalized communities have the power that the progressive ecosystem needs to thrive. We have to do more to engage them and bring them into the process. So Civitech, who we are, we completely modernize the way progressive campaigns and causes are organized, all the way from the White House down to school boards. We've been fighting a lot of school board races here in Hyattsville, Maryland, or Prince George's County. Our tools encompass the entire mobilization cycle, from identifying voters, reaching voters, supporters, raising funds, organizing campaigns, and our products amplify voices, impact that legislation, and build progressive political power. So we want to collaborate with all of you in the coming year. We're always looking for opportunities to partner with everyone who's committed to making democracy easier to participate in. We need to find the right resources, power campaigns, and build voter engagement to meet everyone's needs. Here at Civitech, our tools help you, again, identify new voters and supporters, visualize your district's voter data, contact supporters by mail or text, register voters, get ballots into the hands of your voters, and turn your voters out. We'll have staff here today. Feel free to reach out to us here or on our website at civitech.io. We'll help you achieve your voter outreach data or organizing goals. In closing, just a couple quick numbers and a couple quick points here. We want to help because the threat we face from the extreme right up and down the ballot is frankly terrifying. I've said this as a gay person with a kid. I don't know when the next step is going to be taken to split my family up, and I wake up with that fear every day. We have to turn out every voter and find and support the right people to run for every race in the country this year. 537 is the number of votes between Al Gore and President Bush taking office. Less than 1,000 is the number of votes that could have held 3 seats for Democrats in Virginia in 2021 and allowed them to retain the House of Delegates. 0.09% of all votes cast in 2016 could have swung Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin for Hillary Clinton. 0.9%. Together, we can create a different future for this country. And I believe that. I'm looking at all of you, and I know the work you've done. We're not just thinking about this year. We want to engage and enroll folks and create habitual voters for years to come, an additive, reliable voting bloc of this new American majority that will be crucial to victory for all of us in the years to come. So let's work together to protect and expand democracy. Our team's around today. You can reach us again at our website, civitech.io. Thanks again so much for being here. Thanks for letting me be here. And thanks for taking action and caring so much to improve your communities. We're deeply honored to be in your company, and we look forward to being together for many years to come.
Preach, preach. Thank you, Jamie. I think if we had written that for you, we couldn't have asked you to say that any better. So love the partnership. Thanks for being there, Jamie. Thanks for being here today. We're excited about this new partnership that we're doing on the email front and on everything else we're working on together. There's lots of comments about your cute kid in the chat, so go back and read those.
I'll always take them.
Yeah, for sure.